Scott Steen with winnersandwhiners.com. Coming to you from the Kevin Harlan studio deep in the bowels of the Winners and Whiners Sports and Entertainment Complex to bring at you Sunday, NFL Day, and this is our Fab Five. So, guys, seems like a pretty easy day, right? Just auto pick the teams that need to win, sit back, eat a little popcorn, cash your tickets. Couldn't be easier, right? Piece of advice. Tread lightly, everybody. Here's a little fun fact for you. Since 2003, the teams that are in the must-win scenario in Week 17, in other words, they have to win to improve their position or keep going in the playoffs. Those teams, 19 and 12 straight up, and just 12 and 19 against the spread. That's 38.7%. Not good. So, be careful. With that being said, let's take a look at my top 5 plays for this week. First up is one of those games where one team absolutely has to have it. The other team, they're looking to book their places on the beach about now. This is the Jacksonville Jaguars visiting the Houston Texans. And you know what I'm looking at here? I'm looking at the under. The total on that is 40. And that's exactly what I'm looking at in this game. Hey, here's a quick quiz for you, everybody, all you football fans. According to Pro Football Focus, who is the top edge rusher in the NFL? Khalil Mack? J.J. Watt? How about for my homies here? Could it possibly be D. Ford? No. According to Pro Football Focus, again, one person's opinion, but based on a lot of statistical evidence, the number one edge rusher in the NFL is Calais Campbell of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Texans' offensive line, on the other hand, it is gives up an NFL worst 56 sacks on the season. You know, the Jacksonville offensive line is banged up, and they're no party when they're at full strength. They've given up 50, not too far behind the Texans. Watson, he's just about out of receivers, man. Nobody can doubt his skills, but he lost another one last week as Demaryius Thomas tore his Achilles. He's done. Jacksonville cornerbacks, they're good enough to turn their focus to Hopkins. I think they can negate a lot of the impact that he normally has. I think points are going to be hard to come by in this game as you've got two pretty good defenses and two excellent defensive lines that get after the quarterback. I like the under 40. All right, moving on to the East Coast. This is the Philadelphia Eagles visiting our nation's capital to take on the Washington Redskins. You know what? Redskins fans, Josh Johnson hasn't been terrible. I was one of the first to make fun of him, and boy, I made unmerciful fun of Josh Johnson after in that first start. You know what? He's been okay. Is he going to be confused with Tom Brady, Ben Roethlisberger, or Pat Mahomes? Absolutely not. But is he serviceable, especially for right now? Yeah, okay. And the thing about it is they've been helping him out a little bit. North Turner been calling a little more play action here the last couple of weeks, and that's giving him just a little more time. And in the NFL, that makes all the difference. Washington is not scoring a ton. In fact, they've seemed to be stuck on 16 for a while. But I think what they do is they drag Philadelphia down in the mud with them. I think this becomes a slugfest. I like the Eagles. I hope they win here, but I think Washington +7 is a value bet. I think we've got one of those situations where one team has to win, the other team is seemingly playing just for pride, and I think that line is inflated and a little overvalued towards the Philadelphia Eagles. Take the Skins +7. Righty, staying in the Northeast or moving up to the Northeast, New York Jets visiting Foxborough to take on Tom Brady. He's the greatest ever, don't you know? Taking on Tom Brady, the New England Patriots. What I'm particularly interested in here is the total. Patriots are a 14-point favorite. Yeah, just too many things go wrong with double digits favorites this time of year. But I'll tell you what I do like. I like the total in this. I like the over. The Jets defense, after starting off pretty well, they've been dreadful lately. Just not good at all. They've given up an average of 34 points over their last 5 games. And a lot of those haven't exactly come against offensive juggernauts there in the NFL. You know what? I think Brady and Belichick, I think they want to make a statement before the playoffs start. I think they want that second home field. I think they want that bye. And I think they make a statement here against the Jets. With a total of 46 in this game, I think we need about 13 or 14 from the Jets. And I think they can do it just barely. I like the New England Patriots and the New York Jets over 46. All right, heading to the NFC. We're taking a look in the NFC North Division. An important game for both teams as the Chicago Bears head to the Crystal Ship to take on the Minnesota Vikings, rather. You know what? Cousins decent quarterback. He's had some good stats. He doesn't seem to be able to win when the game's on the line, and he's had his struggles against good defenses throughout the season. On the other hand, the Vikes, their defense all of a sudden has gone cold. As far as stopping the run, they've given up 4.96 yards per carry over their last four. That's not good. Chicago, not a great rushing attack, but I think the Vikes help them out here. This is just, to me, it's too many points where the Chicago Bears have something on the line. My one worry in this is the Rams play at the same time. If the Rams get up early and they're blowing out San Francisco, then I think the Bears take their foot off the gas, having having nothing to play for, and we could be in trouble. But I think the Niners are going to keep it close enough where the Rams have to keep playing. I think the Bears do their best. Bears catching 5.5 at the Vikings. I'll take the Bears every time. And last on the slate is the Oakland Raiders visiting my hometown, Kansas City Chiefs. The Raiders are a 14-point underdog here. And come on, seriously, you see me wearing the Chiefs gear? You know I'm a big Chiefs fan. Chiefs need this one. Of course, I'm taking the Raiders. I think the Chiefs win this game. But make no mistake, everybody, for Chucky and the Raiders, this is their Super Bowl. The Chiefs still hurting as far as injuries go. They're still without Sammy Watkins. They're probably not going to have Eric Berry. Fuller, it sounds like he's going to go, but he's got the broken wrist that he had surgery on a couple weeks ago. Ware's questionable, but I think under the best of circumstances, I think this is another game that gets down in the mud and the Raiders drag them down to their level. It's a slugfest. I think the Chiefs win by 7-10 in this game, but I love the Raiders catching 14. Probably my favorite play of the day. Nothing comes easy for the Chiefs, and I don't think that changes today. There we go, guys. 5 plays in the NFL. Some of them got to have it. Some of them are just playing for pride, but I think they're all solid picks. Get your money down, and at the end of the day, when all is said and done and we know who's headed to the playoffs, we know one thing for sure. You can join me as we head back to the window. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Take care.